Hello, hello. Welcome to Sunless Rewritten. To those of you who do not know, Sunless Sea is a roguelike video game about exploring this underground sea that's full of all kinds of weird stuff. And I have played the vanilla game a fair bit. But I've never played this mod that I've now installed called Sunless Sea Rewritten, which, like, to my knowledge, totally overhauls the game in terms of its the ambitions you can pursue, the ports you can visit, and stuff like that. I only started out a little bit earlier just to test out that the mod was working, and it seemed to be, but I will be starting. I didn't even leave port a single time when I started, but now I think I'm going to start out for real. So let's start a new game. Yeah. The Untersee does not forgive, and it will not forgive you. Oh yeah, this game can be very unforgiving. You see, 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats. Now it lies a mile below the surface. It was dreadfully inconvenient for everyone, but it opened a vast black ocean to you. Welcome to the Untersee. So yes, I'm going to choose a past, decide who you were and what you want to be. So maybe I should probably preface this a little bit. This is kind of sort of an RPG. You get to choose different choose the background for your character. There's different attributes you can upgrade, and there's a lot of chance-based skill checks. So it's kind of bit of like an old school tabletop RPG feel at times. Although you also there's a lot of gameplay involves you controlling your ship in real time. You're now lodged in a room above the blind helmsman. We'll be able to see the journal here later on. See, now you're a captain. I did go through these before, and I know what I'm gonna pick. Now you're a captain. Now you belong to the Untersee, but who were you before? So this is what I want to play as. An heir to a great fortune. You have no particular skills to speak of, nor any close friends to call your own. A fortune has smiled upon you in another way. This grants no bonuses to any skills, but provides a large amount of echoes. Money is only a tool. It will take you wherever you wish, but it will not replace you as the driver. You are a slovenly heir, now you're a Z captain. I have 20,000 echoes, which is a lot. You now have 30 cannonballs. What do I do with? I don't remember this game having limited ammo for your weapons. I think it had for some weapons. But I think maybe the mod changes things. Someone is looking for passage. What does winning mean to you? I do kind of want to lean into this nouveau riche guy. Who I do kind of want to get a challenge, even if I'm completely heading into the unknown. So I'm thinking this guy got his fortune from the foundation. Yeah, so I'm going to go with a commission. The work begins. Gear up. You've got a job to do. When you've completed the Foundation's commission, you can retire to victory. Explore fallen London to find your first clue. Captain, an irregularity with the Harbourmaster's office. They wish to know what term of address do you prefer ashore. Determine what people call your captain, but your captain's gender is up to you. I want to go with the, you magnificent bastard. Your reputation precedes you. Very well then. Last piece of advice. Explore, take chances. This captain will probably die. The Z is hungry, but each captain passes on lessons to the next. So I wanted to what's the nouveau riche look? think I'll go with this one. And let's type, I think I had some funny name in my... Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna very quickly check because I did kind of start out earlier and I did come up with some funny name for my character. I think I want to reuse it. So I'm... Wait, does this reload me back into the... You can sell tomb colonists at tomb colonies. This isn't slavery, they're tipping you. Oh yeah, right, I had my... Wait, where was my name? I swear I picked a name for myself. Is it not showing my name? Shit, I like had a whole idea. I'm not gonna launch yet. Okay, well, never mind. Then I guess I will... I'll go back and start. I'll just go with some vanilla-ass name. Alright, redo. And I'm just gonna retake all of the choices I did earlier. This will be in like... I'll be back where I was before in less than a minute, so... Choose the past. An heir to a great fortune. A commission. And you magnificent bastard. Are we gonna just type in something like Henry Wimbledon? I'm actually going to... I'm gonna stick with that. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Is this how I want to roll? Oh wait, no, I think this is the one. This is better. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay. The office of the King's Cradle Foundation in London is deceptively small. As you enter, you see other ship captains avoiding your gaze, and a sneering clerk waiting to receive you. With a mixture of trepidation and excitement, you step forward to receive your first assignment. Just a minute, Captain. The sneering clerk's smile widens as his eyes narrow. An irregularity in the paperwork, he asserts. Quite the moneybags, haven't we, you magnificent bastard? Must have been quite the upstanding citizen, your patron. But you work for us now, and we need to know exactly where your loyalties lie. A splintered nail is tapped meaningfully on the counter. If we're to make any headway in what we do, we need to know what's going on out there in the world. The sneering clerk states. That's where you come in. Bring us some information. Something we could really sink our teeth into. Once you've proven you're above the usual cut, we have something very special in mind for you. We find strategic information by speaking to the Admiralty in London or rarely elsewhere. Okay, so I think that's kind of what's in the base game. Yeah, it will eventually be possible to continue this quest line, but for now, enjoy this button. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll need to do something. Let's visit the Admiralty Survey Office. I want to see what's going on. The Admiralty's picket fleets and intelligence networks are long gone. The Survey Office pays Z captains a small sum for recent information. So yeah, this is like the, at least in the early game, the best way for you to keep getting money to keep yourself supplied. Visit and investigate ports to gain port reports and trade them in here. The first time you trade in a port report, you'll gain Admiralty's favor. Ask if there's anything in particular they need. Well, we can be assured of your discretion. This port... Oh yeah, I think, yeah, this, I don't even remember this port from the base game. Speak to our agent there and return. We'll see that you are rewarded. Visit the port below and return to London. You can check the details in your journal at any time. Retrieve strategic information from Lennox Retreat, somewhere not far from home waters. Yeah, this is what I'm excited because I think the Z is going to be completely different than in the vanilla game, which means that I'm going to be just going like ass deep into like some unknown horrors, and I'll get to explore a whole bunch of new shit, which I'm very excited for. Let's see, do you have an appointment? Not as such. Once you've proven yourself, perhaps, in the survey 3 ports, and then we can make some headway over here. I can't visit the university because I need a secret. I can't carouse in a wolf. I need to... How much crew do I have, by the way? I could hire on more crew, and I'm, like, swimming in cash. So, yeah, I'll take the challenge. Most official channels would net you the kinds of overly cautious sailors who would mutiny before leaving friendly waters. You'll need to buy drinks, spread around hiring fees, look for daredevils. Your tall tales find a ready audience, guard and seasoned men and women tramp aboard and find places to sling hammocks. Okay, I went overboard with one, but that is okay, I think. So what again can I do on dry dock? I can get fuel, I can get a demo, repair myself. Yeah, this is nothing new here. Wait, anything more? Oh, yeah. Uninvolved in mines of Dis. Worker will pay to be taken south through the infernal canal to Dis. Okay. It's been harder to find work as the cities become more self-sufficient. More and more are fleeing London to the mines of Dis or the plant colonies even further afield. Head south, then take the infernal canal to reach Dis. You can drop off the miner there. Take the miner to Dis. Okay, that's gonna be another objective. I think I'm going to focus on first on the Admiralty's missions. Oh, can I gather intelligence? I have a port report on London. You have enough material to fill several pages. The state of the Admiralty, conversations at the dry dock, maybe a paragraph about your favorite tea shop, just in case the recipient is ever in town. It's the easiest and the hardest report you've ever written. I don't think you could get reports of London in the vanilla game. So I wonder if there are other reports that I can, like, return my reports to other than... I have... Oh, yeah. Menaces, suspicion. Oh, you rapscallion. Will increase as you conduct criminal activities or have contact with rough sorts. The higher your suspicion, the more fiercely the excise will search your ship. Inverted quarter. I need one outlandish artifact for that. Nothing, no one new to recruit. The fall in London is a shaky relationship with dirigibles. Funds came up short to construct the first prototypes, and the second wave, picked up later by amateur inventors, remain small, unstable things. Cobbled together from pieces of old designs and liable to crash if not perfectly executed. Even so, a market for aerial adventures has remained, which those few daring enough to pilot the craft have capitalized on. Of more immediate use to London is Esau's Ladder, an enormous twinned grid of steady rungs lowered down by sympathetic surfacers that is London's direct link to the world above, allowing a steady flow of contact if not commerce. It's either this, purchase an advance pass for Esau's Ladder. Either this or wait in line for days on end, potentially a death sentence on the return trip. This ticket will allow you to ascend and descend the ladder as you please. How much do I need this? You know what? I will pay for it, because I'm rich as fuck. I got the Dresden, but it's a high-risk challenge. I need more iron. This is now drip down to the shop, so you must have the iron resolve and physical fortitude for miles of vertical climb, even if you leave time for rests in your harness. You'll need supplies for the climb. Your skin will burn, unaccustomed to the sunlight. All in all, it is a costly trip. But then, it is so pretty. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I might want some more. What do I need for this? Worm's Mouth, unnatural sites. Said that this port can only be found by those who already know where it is. More grounded in reality, you suspect, is the notion that the company's pilots are unable to, or unwilling to make the journey. You will have to fly this one out yourself. Okay, well... poems for captains. The strange bound tome has no listed author. A selection of Neethi poems lie within. I think I did read through this, but I'll go through this again because I do want to go check out everything I can do in port before I venture out. The history of the Neath, an account of recent events. 5 nations fell beneath the broken earth, the last upon the ruins of the old. The shogunate to London once gave birth, and conflict turned to struggles for their gold. And then, riding atop a mighty beast, the dread Ozao came crashing across the sea. Flesh shapers from the scorned and broken east. Their god made war with all that he could see. Till Gabriel, the serpent out of space, came from his gate and warmed us with his breath. From plants he birthed a new and mighty race, and duelled the god of war until his death. Factions apart, a coldless steady reigns, 3 children left to guide all that remains. See, what is this about? An account of the new gods of the sea. The eldest worm, the great and mighty sleet, reigns from the roof that hung her way up high, that endlessly consumes still living meat to save the shield between us and the sky. The middle child, Lord Silver, skims the waves to make us prosper through his noble banks. With all his wealth he yet invests and saves, and gives back all that glitters as his thanks. And lastly, secret shade sleeps down below, in places disparate and dark as tar. Her methods lost to darkness long ago, she yet protects us, thankless from afar. Above, below, and all between they reign, until our kind can stand alone again. I do know some bits and pieces about the lore. I don't know how much has been changed by the mod. I don't want to necessarily give away too much right off the bat, because there are some secrets kind of to piece together. The cities, an account of London and what came before. Starvation took the first, a youthful king, defied his gods and brought them into hell. The second dared to cut a fatal string and climbed up skyward even as it fell. The third and fourth were taken down by pride. Their leaders humbled sought another world. To conquer new horizons, came to hide, and came to clash as all their plans unfurled. The fifth, you know, it sits atop the pile, convinced its structured reign shall never end. The queen gave in to save a life a while, and seeks escape, her treason to amend. And of the sixth no one can justly say, save that the Neath grows colder every day. Yeah. I don't quite understand what all of this is referring to. I think there were multiple cities at London's site here, but let's see. A dirty limerick scrawled in the margins. Who put this here? There once was a wicked young mistress with the best set of tits you could witness. She grabbed her man's head, soared him to her bed, as swiftly she got down to business. Okay, that's a good one to end on. I'm not gonna sell this. I do wanna maybe look at it later. So yeah, you can also... I have the Submariner DLC, and I suppose the mod also works with this. Yeah, so I should be able to convert my ship for submarine travel at some point. Okay, I need to first... how to acquire a submarine. Her Majesty's Admiralty has sworn off submarine exploration. However, you've heard tales of unofficial research into submarine travel being conducted in her distant colony. Okay, so Port Carnelian is apparently still. Maybe because it's so important, they didn't change it. Travel to the southern coast and follow it east to find Port Carnelian. There you will learn how to convert your ship into a submarine. Be sure you're prepared for the journey. Let's check my lodgings. Here you may catch up with your correspondence, rest, or retire altogether from seafaring life. The better your Lodgings, the better the quality of your retirement, naturally. Read the morning papers, the Unexpurgated Gazette, the magazine formerly known as the London Magazine, the Spiteful Trumpeter, News. The paper reeks of a jingoistic need to stir up drama. The shogun's military posturing is heralded as the beginning of a new conflict. Yazao have captured a small fishing vessel, which of course can only mean they are gaining power. There's a confusing interview with a song spider, who seems happy just to be in the news. Of the Umwelt dynasty, their only mention is about a charitable giveaway they're hosting for struggling Z captains. Wait a tick, you're one of those. Oh, maybe that could be handy. Oh, is this the giveaway? That's nice. I don't have any honey. I need to upgrade my lodgings for this. I could do that already. Maybe I will, actually. Do I want to? Well, maybe I will. I have so much money. I'm going to... could immediately just buy it and retire. That would be a very short playthrough. I don't think I want to do that. You have your crew cart your things from the blind helmsman to your new address. If anyone respectable calls, they'll pass as servants. Resting is now more expensive, but more effective. Wait, doesn't that like... I don't think I want to do that because I think I'm fully rested now. Trying to shade. I need some of this shit. What do I need? I need supplies. Lamentable relics, secrets, or one live specimen. Outlandish artifacts, strange catches. Well, I can write a will. That could be handy. Especially if I'm gonna die quickly. The Court of Chancery is a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom it may devour. Ensure it doesn't get its lion tentacles on your property when you're gone. If you die, this will ensure that your heir retains your lodgings and any heirlooms you've accumulated. Okay, the lawyer peers at you like a vulture composed of crocodiles. Come now, she creaks. There's a few years in you yet. Your caution does you credit. Sign here. No, ink is fine. This isn't the theater of tyrants. Do they sign shit with blood over there? What else can I do here? Ooh, boy. This is some fucking intense. I need some... What is the mad shit? So what does this need? 8 heirlooms. Okay, I think I'm done here for now. Look at my lodgings. What else can I do? I'm not gonna sell this shit. Oh, I could buy a... that's maybe a little bit too much. I don't want to spend 10k right off the bat. You have seen their flyers and pamphlets. Now 2 well-dressed mechanical men, the clockwork catechizers, are knocking at your door. It's a rationalist religion, says one of the clockwork men. All the evidence is available for review. Come to Sunshade Readout and see the Dust Machine, our Lord and Savior. Oh, I heard about the Dawn Machine, but not the Dust Machine. You know what? It's at least good manners to accommodate them. We proselytize door to door not because, like in some other religions, we believe it will grant us salvation in some future life. No, we go door to door because we have already received our salvations. We want others to know they can be saved in life too. The Dust Machine is generous. They pass you a sheaf of papers. You can tell immediately that these outshine the standard sidewalk preacher's pamphleteering. The first page has 3 statistic-filled tables and cold academic accounts of experiments related to divine experiences. A text is ludicrously well-sourced and even supposedly peer-reviewed, a show of true scientific seriousness. We gave our souls to the Dust Machine, and it gave us souls that burn 1,000 times more brightly. I can feel so much more than I felt as a human man. They used to be humans, then. All I had to let go of was my attachment to skin and flesh. These new souls shine so much brighter. They struggle to acclimatize to those traditional frames, you see, but that is of no concern. Artificers of Sunshade Readout give to all clockwork bodies that can contain our new souls, letting us live as long as if we were still human. Go to Sunshade Readout to begin your transformation. The sun. Oh, that's very ominous. I know about that one. Sorry, I have to check something quickly. Uh, so let me look at these options. I can safely scrutinize. No, I'm first going to try do my best to complete my ambition. I agree to carry the cosmopolitan blossom to Blemiglach. Down here, Gov. It sits by the road in a mud graffitied pot, a fountain pen tucked between its petals. Is this like one of those living mushrooms? Wait, no. I wanted to take you with me. Much obliged. It's already elected a member of your crew to bear it aloft. Just need to pick up my editor. You ought to have finished up my latest work by now. Sail us to where the mushrooms grow. She says they help her think. Alright. There's a dull place beyond imagination. So what now? Let me check my hold. Can I... Maybe we have so much money, maybe I can get like a bigger ship. How about a shipyard? What is? I need to see the detailed. My boy, no, that looks like shit. I have. This is the kind of ship I have. See, how high am I willing to go? That looks very tempting. Do I want to pick one of these 10K ships? Like, getting a big ship could be very good. But it feels like a gamble, also. Oh, which ones do I tie? This is okay, so this is more like what am I saying? This one is more for like fighting and deck forward, auxiliary, and this is okay, this one is more for fighting, and this one is more for like transporting goods. You know what? I want the big hold capacity. Screw it, I'm buying it. What do I want to name my ship? Something good. Something that also doesn't feel too cliched. Something that does have like a good nautical feel to it. I have to really think for a moment. If anyone's got any ideas, they are free to suggest. Or I'm gonna call it Drake. Kind of like Francis Drake. Okay, so now we need to stock up on shit. Let's go back to the shops. Buy ourselves some fuel. I think I might get this ship in vanilla one time. Like, can I actually... I want to hire more crew. As much crew as I can. Because I know I'm going to need a lot of it to operate the ship. But I'm pretty sure having more crew also increases my food consumption. Okay, no, I'm gonna stick with 29 for now, and oh, I can hold left shift to buy 10. Okay, I think that's good for now. Then I kind of need some more. I'm first going to get myself some more weapons. Auxiliary bridge and aft weapons would be very welcome. So what do I want to buy? I just make sure I don't fuck it up. So auxiliary bridge and aft are those weapons that I... Costs one cannon, one biological payload. Oh shit, I'll need to buy cannonballs. Who could have seen this coming? I can. Alright, so let's drag this weapon to the aft. And I should probably get some more cannonballs if I can. Oops. Oh, wait, I know I can buy better lights, but do I... More powerful engines. I think I'm gonna need a bit better engine. Fuck. That's gonna take up a lot of my... I think I'll compromise a little and take the Manticore number 4. Yeah, let's go with this. Okay, and now the... Alright, I got better engines. Wait, I don't know, the forward slot is now not in use, so I wonder if I can actually get myself a better light. Where were those, like, House of Vision? No, it's equipped to the bridge, so... I think I'll need to compromise and get the Blazing Glim lamp. Effective device for and I think the last thing I want to buy is cannonballs. I'm not sure how many I'll need, but so where are the cannonballs even? Wait, what? This looks a little sus, but just out of curiosity, I'm going to try equipping this. I'm gonna keep some of these engines in my inventory still, just to check if I really need those. And what else? Cannonballs. Okay, cannonballs are cheap as fuck, so I can just keep. Actually, I just buy the shit in bulk. That's like the maximum I can buy. Okay, this should suffice. Yeah, but let's buy a few more. The 600 cannonballs should be fine for our first voyage. I hope. Okay then. What more? Do I want to go for more fuel and supplies? Those are always going to be in demand. Oh wait, do I already have something equipped at aft? I think I kind of do want to have multiple weapons. I've never been very good at the combat in this game. It was mostly because I think I was restricted to having one gun at the front, but now that I have multiple guns, I should probably give me more options in a fight. So what else? Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna weapon statistics. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna buy some more fuel and supplies for now, and that's gonna be it until I depart. Okay, I think this is gonna be it for now. I'll take a really quick toilet break. I'll be back in a moment, and then we should be setting off out on our first voyage. Wait, I need to quickly add a text to the... Oh, wait, I will... Oops, okay. Alright, see you in a moment. All right, I have returned. I can now take this off the screen. And there was one thing I actually thought of now. I could maybe use a better deck weapon if I can get one, something that isn't like terribly expensive. Oh yeah, these aren't expensive at all by my standards. What's a good deck weapon? How's actually my... This one is 16 and 12. Okay, that one actually is an improvement. So I'm going to... has the Merrywort by the Destructor. And, yeah, let's put it here. I'm gonna keep these in the cargo for a little while. And now I need to check my journal to get some idea where the hell I'm supposed to be going. I think the first thing I want to do is find Lennox Retreat. And actually, just I'll give myself a little bit of to drink. Then I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, now we set out for real. Actually, wait, no, there's one more little thing. Just a moment. Okay, so here we are. Now we should be preparing to launch in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Wait, how did I... Okay, I am going at full speed. Oh yeah, this is way faster than how I'm used to. So first we will try to find Lennox Point. Oh, there's something underwater, but we're not interested in underwater stuff right now. Rowena's Rocks. Oh, speak to the solo operator. In the bleaching glare of the lens, among the smell of oil and metal, you sip tea and chat. The Z's terror recedes. And I have one Z story. Okay, so there's not much to... Oopsie, not much to get from this lightship for now. So now we're gonna try and find Lennox Point. But our other objective would be to try and head southward. Claiborne's Place. Wait. Northwest. Maybe... Do I want to make a trip around? Maybe I'm not gonna... I don't want to be going like back and forth and loop around and shit, because that just wastes fuel and supplies. I don't care if I'm like loaded. I still do want to be frugal with the way I play this game, because it can really fuck you in the ass when you run out of shit. Okay, Ormond. Clip-clops all around. Barklebean Speedway. A peaceful relic of the English countryside, patrolled by countrymen in riding gear. Their mounts the finest on the Z. See, what do the horsemen have to say for themselves? They travel everywhere on horseback here, despite the island's small size. You've yet to see anyone on foot, even indoors. A drunk wobbles out of a bar atop an equally drunk horse. A flock of children pass by on ponies. At the dock, a mounted fisherman struggles to make his oars reach the water. Got to give him his exercise, don't I? He shrugs when pressed. See, the horse, the best mode of transportation on the Z after the boat. Do I want one? I guess I can afford it. Well, now I have a pony. I don't really need supplies right now. So I'll head out. Check my journal once more. What were the other objectives I was looking for? Take the miner to Dis. Yeah, Dis and Port Carnelian were the things that I wanted to find. Let's save Lennox Point for later, because I have no idea what direction I'm supposed to. Ah, the Infernal Canal. That's a place I was supposed to find. And this was supposed to be south of there, so maybe I'll make a bit... that one thing doesn't look friendly. Speak to your officers to improve your abilities. Okay, I'll speak to you. Play that eye roll says play. I played once in the Happy Warrens of London before you installed me in this floating coffin and made me eat dried food. Damn your play. It is an eloquent eye roll. Okay, so I apparently can't do that. I need like actual officers. A comatose Barrett. And that doesn't feel like much of an officer. Okay, so what do I find here? The Infernal Canal staging area. Gate by gate, the canal descends to a sea more sunless and the city of Dis. Oh, I need to go to Dis, but thank God I'm loaded on fuel, so I might actually go down there. Many ships pass this way, but perhaps you'll pick up something they missed. Here small ships congregate, loading up on coal to fuel trade all across the Z. Mostly Londoners, but there are a healthy mix of Shogunate and Umwelt ships as well, plus the occasional design that you don't recognize. Perhaps the Admiralty will. Alright, I have a port report of the Infernal Canal. Yeah, let's go to this. The mine here was once level with the Z, until excavations inevitably began to trace a path downward. The older tunnels were expanded into canals while pockets of coal led the miners ever deeper until a new settlement was necessitated. Like breadcrumbs in stone, a sailor mutters as the gate slams shut. Ain't right. Where is it leading us? You have moved to a new area. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There's barely enough room to breathe, let alone move down here in the dark. Thick black smog that glitters as it floats by, chokes the air. The miners seem largely unaffected by it, hauling coal and the occasional shipment of jade up to the ships that wait on the narrow dock. All around you expected mines, but no, there's only one, tunneling ever downward through an inconceivably perfect vein of coal and jewels. Oh yeah, this guy, I came here for this to drop this guy off. I could get an officer from here, which I would very much like to have. Mine is closed. Closer to the mine, it's possible to hear sounds of violence. Miners are shouting and carrying signs, none of which are legible from smog even at close range. Metal chains and men in suits bar the way further down the tunnel. A remarkably clean miner curses. I was afraid this would happen, he says. I'll never hear the end of it if I don't get my wages to send back home. Okay, so do you have any ideas? Trust me, I know these things. You ask me, it's all due to pressure from the shogunate. He taps the side of his nose knowingly. We've been flooding the market with cheap jade this past year. They want to slow us down so they can hoard it for themselves. Never mind that we fuel half their ships in the process. Occurrence. Your jade mining shogunate interference quality is something I don't think I mentioned earlier was that I never actually managed to complete any of the ambitions in the vanilla game. Technically did get the achievement for technically completing the game without a manual save, but that was on one of the draw endings, which I didn't expect to get that achievement when I did that, but I did. But now I've decided to try and actually complete an ambition now within this mod. Jade is good, just not too much. Speak to the shogunate politely or send them a violent message. Speak to a furious worker. Pry one away from their organized rioting, that is. All this over coffee, the worker screams into your alarmed face. Shipment never arrived, so they shut the whole place down until it gets here. Lousy managers and their lousy excuses. Go to Umwelt House to figure out why the shipment hasn't arrived or deliver it yourself. I did see some of that for sale in London, but I don't want to necessarily go back there yet. They're staying steadfast against the tide of workers, but perhaps a ship's captain will receive different treatment. Thank Silver, someone sensible. Listen, he tells you in between cuffs. Between you and me, there have been disappearances down in the mine. Too many to be accounted for. We can handle a minor riot while we figure this out, but if word gets out, we could face a permanent strike. Appearances or help cover them up. I've heard enough. You've gained 40 fragments. What does this do again? Discover monsters and locations to gain fragments. Get enough fragments and they'll combine into a secret. Oh yeah, so this is how I'll solve that problem instead. Okay. God, I don't want to do this right now. I do want a new officer. Welcome aboard. That's right, we're in business now, so pay up and help me shift these cuts. Point your new officer by dragging her from the officer's tab to her slot at the top of the screen. Do this in port, not at sea. You may unsettle your crew. Maybe I'll do this. Whisper into an overseer's ear that the shogunate have been dealt with. You're even a okay. I don't want to do that right now. I think I want to buy more fuel. Can I buy it in bulk? I don't think I'm afraid to buy any more. I don't think I have cargo space. I think I'll return up the canal. Now I will appoint my new... Oh, hey, I have a new mascot. This one is better. And I'll appoint my cook. I'm gonna speak to you. He's covered in... Oh, I need some wine for this. He's covered in meat stains and formaldehyde, and her oversized cleaver never leaves her side. Her poor hygiene doesn't visibly make it into the food, but you're sure to surreptitiously check everything she gives you regardless. Invite the noxious... No, I can't do that. Yeah, what are my hearts currently? Yeah, I will improve my... Always good to improve my attributes. Hold on, wait, I'll quickly check one little thing. Wait, never mind, it was nothing. Let's carry on. Who would have guessed that this grease... Yeah, did I read this before already? I already forgot. I'll read it again anyway. Who would have guessed that this greasy giant of a woman would know how to dance? 1, 2, 1, 2. Come on, keep up. She bellows into your face. Barely hear the music beneath the volume of her instructions, and woe betide you when you accidentally step on her foot. You come out of the experience exhausted and not much of a better dancer for it, but you've learned a thing or two about taking criticism. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to return to this for now. I think that's good for now. Exile Bazaar comes from below. Yeah, I don't have room. Yeah, I think I'm stacked for now. But the gals think I'll head towards Port Carnelian now. I should first be heading down towards... find the southern edge of the map. That's the first step. I still use my Z-Bat. Arms of the machine. Oh, I see what this is. These ports are all... Oh, shit. Oh, I am going to end your fucking day and your life. No piracy is tolerated on my watch. I'm actually fucking badass. I have such badass shit. I'm just gonna be a pirate hunter. I think my loot, my cargo is still full, right? So I'm going to gather some information. These pirates have done perverse and perilous things to their engine to keep it running at such a pace. You probably don't want to do those things, but you can learn from them. 5 fragments and 1 nautical observation. Okay, all is clear. My shit is fucking OP, and I can wreck these pirates easily. Also, let's visit this port. Oh, I want to be checking the map. Yeah, we're approaching the southern end. Wait, that's not. This is not even the port that I got guided towards. I think I almost crashed the ship onto the fucking rocks. Oh, these are the arms of the machine. Possibly humanity's greatest creation, if anyone could figure out what it does. Sealed warehouses surround you on all sides. The engine roars from within them, muffled by steel walls. Sections of the ground rumble underfoot. Brown sludge drips out of overflow pipes and into the Z. There are other ships in the harbor, but not a soul can be seen. It's remarkably still for a place so loud. So let's try let's compile a port report. What little of it you understand, you stretch to fill the page. Write about the gentle curves of exposed piping, the distant heat of underground fires, the various sounds and rumbles of progress unseen. The machine is alive and working. That much you can guarantee. What exactly it's for still eludes you. Port report from the arms of the machine. For this, trust of the machine. Do I need to try a random door? Try first what appears to be a main entrance and various side doors. All are securely locked from the inside. Even the windows, or what few crevices could fit that definition, are barred shut. If you want to find a way inside, you'll need help. Okay, that's it for now, I guess. So I guess I'll keep heading south. keep the Z-Bat out on patrol as much as I can. Because I don't think it really costs me anything to keep sending it out. Castle Grumbish. Oh, I can also dock here. Slow down a bit, and let's dock. Where the future crashes down upon the past. A mighty stronghold, or at least a part of one. It's difficult to tell whether the place is falling apart or was never fully built. Attempt to enter the keep. There is nothing apparent that would prevent you from doing this. Okay, so there's like a maximum cap for hearts. There are a few steps from the dock when it begins to gnaw at you. It feels like guilt, like dread, like the dawning horror of having forgotten something important. Whatever is up there can't be worth this. Okay, I don't know what I need to do here. What's my terror? Okay, yeah, that's something I still need to keep track up, because that one is also can be very dangerous. You a pirate? Nope, you are not a pirate. Okay, there's a Shogunate light tanker. Unshade readout. Wait, no, where's the map? Oh wait, it was right here. Sorry, I had to sneeze. A bronze-rimmed holdfast, glowing with ticking souls interlinked. The burial. Faded rays of light caress the dock with the affection of an ailing parent. The presence of a deity among a land of rotating and ticking machinery feels alien, yet strangely inviting. A light smoke arises out of the dome in the floor. Let's see. Let's explore the readout. The skinless clockwork man passes your helmsman as you enter. First, compile a port report. The report is strangely warm. You may have to edit it slightly on the ship. This for an empty mirror catchbox. The few fleshy locals are clad head to toe in yellow. Clockwork men stroll in their natural skinless form, their eyes twinkling with a bizarre warmth. In the corner of your eye, you see a struggling figure dragged out of sight. You know a little too much. Okay, what is this? The Quivering Automaton's Workshop. On the far edge of the readout's artisan sector lies a small and bizarre workshop. The sheer space between it and its peers tells you the inhabitant of this place is not the most socially accepted. Regardless, you hear they're willing to create the strangest of items for the strangest of persons. A shaky clockwork woman welcomes you inside with a diminutive greeting. Search for scientific advancement. Maybe I won't. I don't know what I'm using it for. Yeah, I don't think I'll skip for now. Anything here I can buy? This is some weird shit, man. Organic secondary engine. I can only sell it, I cannot buy it. Okay, I suppose I'll set off. So now I think I'm gonna try finding Port Carnelian, because I am clearly approaching the southern edge of the map. Here we are in the far south. Are those like big-ass mushrooms? I've never really understood what those are. I don't remember. Oh shit, blue prophets. Oh god, we are staying away from those guys. Crying Heights. Oh shit, oh shit. Do not, fuck! Full power. Okay, now I need to lose him. Okay, all clear. Is this Port Carnelian? No, 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 you motherfuckers, do not get me here. No, it's the Crying Heights. Above mighty nets catch and filter the wax winds from the south. Below the cries of the no-men as they toil. Something here. Crying Heights is a place of highs and lows. Craggy cliffs lead down to sandy beaches. Craggy palaces loom over thriving mud pits. Tall, handsome Londoners order about squat, toiling no-men. And now you, walking on the edge between the tall and the small, seeing what you can see. High up Acropolis reveals itself to be a museum of an entirely singular nature. Here, a selection of figures, both historical and recent, have their likenesses on display. Carved from the living wax the heights are famed for. You spend a pleasant hour perusing a lifelike depiction of the traitor empress waving you goodbye as you depart. Never really understood who the traitor empress is. That's all for now. I lost a bit of terror. And let's see. I will draft the port report first. The mechanical complexities of Crying Heights yearn for a poetic touch, but you rein yourself in and write only of the dry technical aspects of the place. Listen to the cries of the birds. They say the blue prophets call the names of those about to die. To your ears, however, it all sounds like furious cawing. You glanced over the shoulder of a nearby scribe kneeling before a cage. The runes he scrawled on his tablet are equally indecipherable. Listen, one Crying Heights, a mirror brightly. Your way. I don't know what that means. I'm trying to speak with the workers. Any attempt to gather information is met with frosty silence. Eyeless faces glare you away from the work sites. Those made of flesh are not looked kindly upon among the waxen, it seems. You wander among the palaces. Transcendent heights. The titular heights of the settlement are a wonder to behold. Traders wander between lush palaces selling exotic goods. Blue birds are held in cages while brown-robed monks kneel before them, painstakingly transcribing their cries. Squat hooded workers gather wax from the mighty wax nets and bring them to towering factory buildings. While heavily armed men transport crates from the factories to ships in the harbor. By the side, is it not? A trader says, citing your skyward stare. Next best thing to the bazaar, in form and in function. That's what she means, but she's already vanished into the crowd. Can I do anything else? Not doing this one. The session strides away, and you return your focus to the main street. Are there any shops here, or are there any shipyards? Nope. Do I want to buy more supplies? Maybe I'll buy some more. Buy myself my way up to 50. Shadow of the Wind, a rare place where the wind does indeed cast a shadow. Maybe I can level these up by with further visits. I guess I'm still trying to find Port Carnelian. Pause Abyss. So yeah, it wanted me to travel to the south coast and then travel east. Plaza Abyss, I think, is one of those, like, there's a lot of these whirlpools around the sea here, like, all over it. And I think you don't want to sail into those because they end up damaging you. I want to turn off my lights so that I won't be won't draw in the profits. Oh boy. Fuck you are. Oh hey, a light ship. I don't think I need fuel right now. I just kind of wanted to make a quick pit stop here. I want to be a little sneaky and get away from these things. Okay, all is clear. I can now reactivate my lamps. Majesty's Pride. I think I can tour next to all of the Untersee with what I have, the Brack suit. A colony of Her Majesty that was meant to create a camp at the foot of the southern reaches. A base camp for learning what lay beyond, the starting point for an anabasis deep into the southern interior. So far, they have at least made it a few hundred feet from shore. But first I'll create a port report. The Admiralty will be interested, if not particularly pleased, to hear about the colony's requests and morale. Colonists balance cagily between desperation and dignity. They will not come back to London in shame before this land is settled, but they'll keep their feet by their boats, thank you kindly. They do not need supplies, they assure you. They can make do, but only if London can spare, of course. They request from her more than any stable colony would. Okay, so here it reads that this is not yet available. It will be someday. So is this like the mod, just not... Is it just not in the mod? Maybe that's what it means, but I guess I'll still mingle here. So many streets, so few people. The colonists come to your boat and offer a grateful greeting. They are happy to see anyone new. I swear one of them is holding back tears. So your reaching for a handshake is met with a leap. A cuff from your ship's engine causes two adults to grab each other's hand. You understand they're on the edge of the world, but you wished they weren't so violently ill at ease. Can I buy any good shit from here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so I'll keep on exploring. At least this first stream, I think, is gonna at first focus on a lot of, exploration. So I remember hearing that you can actually, I think it may not be a good idea. Yeah, I think that red stuff actually damages you, if I remember correctly. So I'm pretty sure I should turn back. Oh fuck. You know what, maybe I'll fight you. Or maybe I won't. Maybe you're just too stupid to follow me. Alright. Alright, all clear. And there's a fog bank here, which I'm not sure if I want to sail into. Oh boy. Hopefully I don't run into some Wrath Ruin. Oh, I have an idea what that might be, or maybe not. Port Erdans. Destroyed city. Far more ancient than London. It must have been magnificent here once, before doom fell upon this place. That city before you is nothing but towers of shattered glass and bulbous clouded mushrooms. Towards the center, nothing has been built, and nothing will grow. I'll examine the ruins. First, I'll compile a port report. Around the edges of the city, neath life flourishes. The closer one gets to the center, more plant life withers until only the hardiest mushrooms remain. Then nothing. Whatever killed the city lies here still. I'll explore the shattered towers. It's difficult to find a way up. What hasn't been eroded away by time and rain has been blocked off by spiked pillars or dismantled entirely. It's late when you finally locate a means of climbing the outside of one of the crumbling towers. From here you can see far across the sea, and to the edge of the world to the south. That's all for now. Well, I got some fragments. Let's examine the ruins. A ring of stones stands in the center of the necropolis. Each is written in the runes of a long dead tongue. The oldest crumbled beyond all legibility. More recently, a signpost in English has been erected alongside them. It reads, "Once we were as you are now. Heed this message, for it is the last that we shall ever give. Nothing of value is buried here. There is no profit to be gained by digging. There is no honor to be gained. What is buried here is repulsive to us. The danger is still present in your time as it was in ours. The danger is to the body. The danger is to the mind. The danger can kill. It's best if this place is left undisturbed. You'll be the judge of that. Yeah, whatever. Let's do. We will. Do I want to? I don't think I want to do that yet. I do that on another trip round if I really feel like it. But I at first want to stick to my supplies and crew. I wonder if it's somehow missed Port Cornelian, or if there's really some other place where I'm supposed to get the submarine upgrade in this mod. I honestly do not know, because I haven't really played this mod. Maybe it's somewhere over, way out in the southwest. It said that... Let me look at the map again. Tell me to, like, go south and then start sailing east. I'm not sure if I missed a port or something. I'm pretty sure, Crying Heights used, like, some of the same... artwork is Port Cornelian in the vanilla game. So I was kind of expecting that maybe there I could get the ability to gain my submarine, but I guess not. Oh. Oh, fuck! Get the fuck away, get the fuck away. Get the fuck away, get the fuck away, get the fuck away. Oh god, I have not seen that before. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, the Theater of Tyrants. This is... Oh boy, I know... Oh, fuck. Okay, now lights off, lights off. Okay, terror is... Okay, Theater of Tyrants. Above all, deathly quiet. But descend the steps and the crumbling Colosseum becomes another world. Gregariously dressed lords and ladies lounge and laugh in the stalls, while a variety of entertainments compete for their attentions in the central arena. From brazen poets to armor-clad gladiators. The air, if it can be called that, tastes of blood. Fish and things like fish swim unsupported over and around the revelers. The surface, a crystal ceiling far overhead. Oh boy. King for a day. I will at first interview the lords and ladies. No two, yet all are the same. There is a pelagic grayness to their skin, a gaping emptiness in their white eyes. They cackle as they speak, taking a vicious delight in telling you of their latest visitors and the decrees of recent kings. Report of the Theater of Tyrants. Is this what passes for entertainment underneath the waves? Okay, I lost terror, that's good. Spend a pair of happy hours taking in the sights. In separate quadrants of the arena, rotating every hour, 4 acts perform. Thespians act out a play in a language you do not understand. 2 poets duel with lamentations, gladiators battle with prop weapons, clowns batter each other with real ones. A sight you're sure you'll not soon forget, yet when you rise from your seat, you find yourself struggling to recall the details. You'll eat heartily. I've lost 5 pages, but my hunger is gone. It's like no other flavors on the Z. There is a foul aftertaste, but the primary sensation is so strong that you cannot bring yourself to stop drinking. You cannot stop. You cannot stop. The lords and ladies howl with laughter. Oh, yeah. I knew something bad was going to happen, but I wanted to try anyway. Let's see. A woman steps through, flanked by guards and followed by an ancient crooked man. She kneels in the center of the arena, and there's a rare moment of hushed, reverent silence. Old man circles the woman once, then from his robe produces a scepter and a crown. Words are spoken in a language that you do not begin to understand, and the woman is crowned. The lords and ladies drop from their seats and kneel, and the chant goes up. King for a lifetime, king for a day, king for a lifetime, king for a day. The newly crowned king accepts the scepter and twirls it. On some unspoken signal, the revelers rise and flood into the arena, shrieking delight. It's a celebration. I'm gonna witness the king. You're only allowed to approach so close to the monarch's platform before a reverend lord holds you back. Still, from your position in the crowd, it's possible to make out the king's jeweled regalia, blood-stained around the neck and the scepter that she holds. As her gaze passes over the crowd, she meets your eyes and, you think, grants you a warm, knowing smile. So she's a female king, something like Jadwiga of Poland. I heard about that something. You partake in a feast. Oh boy. Yeah, now we're getting into the... Oh, we're getting into the deep shit now. There is no comfort of soup here. Nothing is recognizable. Something legless turns on a spit. Skewers of something roast over coals. Bowls of jellied something are passed or thrown carelessly overhead. Let it squish between your teeth. Give not a thought to where it came from. Can I keep doing this? Higher than 0. Oh yeah. Assisted the building of a statue. No one seems to be directing the carving. Hammers and chisels are gifted from person to person, each of whom takes a swing at the standing stone before passing them on. Your curious approach is taken as desire to participate, and a set of tools are pressed into your hands. You're pulled forward, you strike aimlessly at the stone, and a section shatters away. Sorry, I have to quickly check something. Leaving behind a perfectly formed finger. King was already in the stone. A tittering lady explains, seeing your surprise. We just let them out when it's time. You speak to the king's guard. There is no line of succession, one of the soldiers says, not meeting your gaze. There are trials to become a king. Only the truly worthy may be crowned, but a king knows how to delegate. And one need not take on the trials themselves. I guess I'll hear a proclamation. The arena empties one more time as the lords and ladies return to the stands. The king descends from her platform and returns to the center of the sands, the ancient man following. A sweep of her arm silences the crowd one last time, and she makes her first formal proclamation as king. The shogunate shall end its trade with Hypatia. Let the abominations flounder. This is met by raucous cheers and mocking laughter. The old man circles around to her side, drawing a sword from his robe. She bows deeply, as though ending a performance, and holds the pose. Before you can react, before you can think, the man raises the sword surfaceward and swings it down. There is a smattering of applause. The heavy crown lands in the sand. Your breath returns to you as, without any further ceremony, the day of coronation ends. Okay, there's definitely some funky shit going on here. Become king for a day? Yeah, no, I just saw what happened. I'm not gonna do that. Nope. I think I'm done here. Oh boy, fucking gift shop. Do I want to buy, like, fuel? I don't think so. I need this stuff for something. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna buy some wine and ask her to dine with me here at the Theater of Tyrants. Perfect spot. For all that she's an impolite hurricane in the kitchen, you'd hope that her table manners would be better. No such luck. She belches, swills her wine, refuses to wipe her face. The steak, at least, is delicious, of unidentifiable origin, but tender as warm butter. The butcher seems less than impressed with her own work, however. Can't cook the way I want to, she gripes. Conventional meat is all flavor, no substance. Anything really worth eating is here. She taps her ample chest. The heart. The heart. That's where the vitality is. Eat enough of those and it'll do more than fill you up. Shame all my clients are too cowardly to try it, she leers at you. You're different, aren't you? Collect hearts for the noxious butcher from across the sea. 5 hearts, 5, and a hearty salad. I guess I'll increase my hearts. 1 live specimen, a colossal fluke core, a Hesperidian apple, and a Mount No. Oh, fuck. That last one especially is going to be a real bitch to obtain. I know about that one. Well, how do all these operators of high-powered torches communicate over such long distance? Oh, you've answered your own question, yeah. My fucking captains just, carrying information across the sea. Can I speak with you? Nope. You're just a mascot, I suppose. Okay, and now we are leaving. Oh boy, I forgot about those dreadnoughts. Turn off the lights. It'd be sneaky. Maybe I won't turn north, like, immediately. Nope, 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 no, 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 nope, 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 nope. Ooh, boy, I don't want to tango with those guys. I have a pretty good ship, but I'm still not confident in my ability to take on those glorious dreadnoughts. So anything new for me to find around here now? Athanor's Grasp. Is there another fucking... Nope, 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 nope. Screw that. I ain't going there. Buoy to give me some light. Oh, nope. Nope, nope. What's that? What the fuck is that? It's a Lorn fluke. Wait, wait, wait. Can I... Was I supposed to get a fluke core? What is this place? It's like a fucking salt lines, but they're not here. Like maybe the mod did change some things about the layout. Oh god, this is gonna be a long ass fight. Wait, what hit me? Something hit me. I don't know what hit me. Oh no, it's ramming into me. Okay, you know what? Screw it. This fight isn't worth it. I am leaving. Kirai Komainu. Inu no Ashi. Twin Guardians against the East, dignified in failure. Space between. The Shogunate claims responsibility for the creation of this place, though you're not sure whether to believe them. No ships sail here that are not haunted by something. Maybe I'll just home enough, and then you're back into the empty air feeling no different than before. Well, doesn't change because it's lower than 1. Alodia. The northern dog hangs jawless, pitted with wounds from Stargon's assault. Holes in its front lead into a hollow, colorful interior, lit up by candles. Thick arteries of red, green, and yellow stone crisscross overhead, leading up to massive, shining organs of precious minerals. A group of men and women in dark robes sit in a prayer circle beneath a still heart. Introduce yourself to the cult. You mean no offense, but they are a cult, are they not? We are not a cult, barks a rotund cultist. We are architects. Holy builders sent to restore this barrier to its true full glory. You glance skeptically at a pile of gem-studded rubble to your left. Then the shining mining equipment to your right. The cultist follows your gaze. Funds are low, and we must sometimes take before we can give, mutters. But all that we have done we will restore, in time. Now, if your only interest is in our beloved Guardian's jewels, you have no business here. Be gone. You're okay. Endear yourself with tales. Any tales of terror and Z stories. Very specialized meat. Nope, I know what that's gonna do. I will not do that. I'm going to hold on to my crew. Well, actually, if I had prisoners, I might be willing to do that. But not with my crew, no. Anything else here? Oh, yeah. We didn't visit the southern one yet. The southern dog sits with its mouth and eyes closed. There's no place to dock, but a borrowed rowboat from the northern pier serves to ferry you across the still waters to the stone foot. There is a distinct, sharp taste of the wind that leaves your mouth dry. A set of stairs have been carved into the dog's leg, leading up to some place behind its ears. Alright, let's go. I've gained terror. The climb is a perilous one. There are no guardrails, nothing to prevent your fall into the dark waters of the increasingly harsh winds should turn unfavorable. You're shaking by the time you reach the peak. Ah, but the view. Dark waters stretch all around. Across from you, Alodia gapes in your direction jawlessly. Your ship is a blip of light in its harbor. Despite the distance you can see, you can't make out any other islands. Gloom enshrouds the dogs, preventing navigation unless they will it. There is a very real sense of isolation. Call out to the void itself. Call out to Silver. Find the darkness, the echo that returns to your ears a chime, attentive and listening. For better or for worse, there are transactions to be made. Plus, I've Silver's attention, I've gained mirrors. Dark waters stretch all around. Relate tales of your home. I think I'll do that. Word after word, memory after memory, echo into the void and vanish. You have a sickening sense of the information being consumed, yet you detect no malice in this action, or anything at all, for that matter. Okay, menace is low. I don't know what that actually does. One move in the great game, strategic information, Birkin of violent ink, Worm's breath, solace fruit, wispways near the mangrove. Oh, I know that place. I'm not even good at finding the stuff that I previously found. Oh wait, no, I did not mean to do that. I meant to descend. I know I will not ascend again. I think that's good for now. I will go explore some more. I wonder if I should start heading back west. I'm wondering if my supplies will last. Maybe I should just head right west, just straight west. At first I wanted to kind of do a round trip via the north, but I'm not sure now if I'm up for that. I want to find that one place that the Admiralty sent me to find. Stargon's remains. Oh boy, this place looks inviting. What am I facing here? Yeah, I know I can spend secrets. Something was engaging me in combat, but I don't know what. But there was a port there. Were you the one who wanted to fight me? Are those like eels or something that are Ozao flagship? Oh, that looks tough. Child of a god, slain just the same. Ooh, what the fuck even is this? The secondary god was kept hidden during the war, literally behind Stargon's vault. It was killed by Londoners once its parent died. Not be an option. Okay, looks like I can't do that. I should leave. There's nobody here. I don't want to fight you. Here's course 20, so glean another 260 fragments to gain a secret. increase my hearts again. The new total is 27. Okay, can I dock here at Stargon's remains? Something underwater to the north. Okay, something that I cannot find. The corpse of the Ozao's great war god. Oh, this is what the poem was about. Now it's starting to come together. Most of the scaffolding was in place before I was killed. The planks are now rotting and the guardrails on the wrong side. Burly Ozaos skulk and glare down at you from the upper levels, keeping their distance. So wait, are Ozao, like, not humans? Above the dock, a hole inside of the dark god beckons. Taking sight of Stargon increase the risk of losing crew and gaining wounds. Tread very, very carefully. Oh, wait, I could use the first officer. Welcome aboard. Here we go. Okay. Do we have any more secrets? Don't think so. Where are my officers again? Over here. Weary ambassador. Come on, work for me. I can dine with you, but I'm not sure if I want to. And when he's not groaning, he's groaning. I can also increase my hearts with you as well. Alright, what does this do again? Sometimes helps with tests around terror. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I don't have that many supplies to trade. Not sure if I want that. I think I did need this for something, but I think I'm gonna buy it right now. Well, the Ghent pole. This is a location I remember. You're gonna be stupid and try to fight me, or are you just gonna let me pass? I'm gonna go back to Fallen London. Right, Rock's Reef is now discovered. Oh, I like the music's changing. Sea glass. Give a look at that place. Oh, great, it's one of these bound sharks. Hold up, I need to turn my ship around. Wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang. Is that like a ship, an airship maybe? Let's see what sea glass has to offer. Port chambers. The inwardly sparkling reefs snake their way onto the shore, passing the docks and rising up beyond terrestrial civility ahead. Mankind was never meant to come here. We explore the port. First, I want to compile a port. We do already have a chief engineer. No, I don't. I do want to fill out my officer slots. Good evening, you magnificent bastard. Marvelous evening. Simply the best evening. Speaking of the best. Formalities. No need to assist me. My effects are already aboard. Oh, I could buy some supplies here. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe it's kind of expensive here. Maybe I don't want to buy more than that. What does he really serve? You know what? I will dine with you. No, thank you. He feigns being flattered but declines your invitation. You do not understand. Do not know what he does aboard your ship most of the time, or what he would rather do than dine with you. Read a fragment of truth. Okay, and you know what? Maybe I'll try dining with the other guy. The weary ambassador. He's able to relax and be honest in front of you, which is a sign he only considers you superior in some temporary formal sense. Have you ever felt so tired that it is as if your very bones have turned to stone? He asks, and his question is not rhetorical. Seems to be looking for someone to tell him it's normal, that he's alright. It's those Ozawa, I say. 2 decades dealing with them. Somehow, unlike many colleagues, they haven't killed me yet. Not literally, at least. The weary ambassador. I need some mushroom wine. I need to... Do they sell it here? No, they do not. Okay, I guess we'll move on from here. I think one of these bound sharks. Wonder if I can kill this thing. Fuck! Whiff the shot. Maybe I should let them charge for a longer period of time. Eat that. Come on. Turn around. Charge it up and fire. Dealt less damage that time. Well, what's that? What's that light over there? I don't like the look of that. Light like that isn't really a. Why is it moving? Oh, come on. Fire! Ooh, I harvest its heart. Guess I'll do that. Oh, what tragedy, what humiliation. Oh, yet as foreseeable as the tide, for just as the scorpion plunged its tail into the back of the noble frog, so am I undone by mine very Is this the shark? Oh, it is the shark speaking. Oh, death and dismay, that all should come to this. That all has been for naught. A lifetime of agony. Rendered moot by but a moment of weakness. Oh, gentle captain, I bid thee do as thou must. Whether thine hand be gentle or should fall with an executioner's grace. Oh, should your nature be harsh or fair, you are bound to it, as I was by my mind. Oh, alas, exeunt, harvest its heart. Yeah, let's go. Shark does quickly fall silent beneath the cleaver. But compared to the butcher's equally constant grunts and curses, the lamentations were almost preferable. Unwilling to let anyone help her with the cage armature, she resorts to crawling inside the shark to claim her prize, and emerges badly in need of a bath. I already know isn't going to come. Okay, so wait, can I actually speak with you now? Can you do something with that heart? A live specimen, or do I? No, not yet. So now I'll keep heading back towards London. Okay, it's another whirlpool. The Arnson Deep. Oh wait, isn't this where the mangrove college is? Or I remember these spiders being elsewhere. The mod has changed things a bit. The old Magnanary. I'll make a stop over there. Is there supposed to be a port here? Oh, this definitely feels eerie. I don't see any place where I could dock. Maybe I'll come back later. Oh, fuck. I didn't know there would be glorious dreadnoughts. A spectral destroyer. I didn't expect to find one of those things this close to London. Nope. Nope, not doing that. Oh! This is the place I was supposed to be finding. Lennox Retreat. Now where do I dock over here? Like it's over there. Come on. I mean, I don't want to mess with you. True death is hard to achieve on the Z, but injury and illness are still commonplace. The sick congregate here in large numbers from all corners of the Neath, thronging the streets with waiting patients. A cacophony of coughs and moans hazes over the whole island. Right. How much more crew would I need? Where can I see it again? I don't think I'll hire more crew here. Give a pass sign to a delayed doctor. Arrange yourself among the patients. He strides past you with an armful of binders, surreptitiously dropping one into your lap. It seems to contain records of patients and their treatments, most of the names redacted. Enough context remains, but the Admiralty will have no difficulty figuring out who's who. Okay, here's the next. I will compose a port report. Diseases run rampant on the island. Those who arrive with a broken arm may find themselves leaving with their lungs full of fluid and their eyelids swollen shut, pushed to the back of the queue if they wish to be examined again. Patients vastly outnumber the doctors, and more arrive every day. If you don't like it, there's always the resort. Seems to be the rally cry on both sides. I need some honey for this. Difficult to leave. Ferries constantly pass back and forth between the two islands. You have no trouble catching one and head across. The current carrying you quickly to the healer's domain. Doctor, look over your crew. Do I have a surgeon? I don't think I have a surgeon. A gregarious occultist. Yeah, I'll take one. Wait, really? I'm actually hired? Yes, finally, it worked. It worked. I need a lamentable relic, a Hesperidian apple. Diseases. Oh. I need to gather diseases. I have a disease on me. Crew, I've lost some terror. The doctors seem much happier to see relatively healthy patients than sick ones. They listen attentively as your crew moan over their bruised knees and aching backs. offering cursory advice and a few pills to settle their minds and stomachs. That's a way to lower terror. Apparently, I'll return to the mainland. And anything else here? I think I will return to London. Wait, that asshole. Right, there's some port up there. I'm not sure if I visited that one. I think I was spotted by my Z-Bat earlier. I'll make a quick detour over there. So what's this gonna be? Honest. The alleged home of wondrous strays. An untidy usher welcomes guests through the beguiling entryway. Beyond the arches lies all manner of mystery and wonder. Who would not come to see the menagerie of the sea? Such is the draw of captivity. The walls that surround the island, dotted by varnished guard towers, barely draw a flit of the eye. The untidy usher smiles politely as you approach. Welcome, you magnificent bastard, to the Untersee's finest collection of creatures and characters. We do hope you enjoy your excursion. His smile barely twitches as he presents his palm. I guess I could afford that. Do I have a gunnery officer? Oh, it's the last one I'm missing. I'll speak to you first. A man or woman, you are still not sure. Of science, they have a respectable observation. A fact-based career in medicine in London, despite their occult interest and cult leadership. But you see how their charisma might lure even the wealthy and the wise when a shine takes hold in their eyes. When they discuss matters related to the occult, a somewhat scary, intense zeal pulsates. Let's see. The occultist takes only the occasional bite of food, much more preoccupied with speech. My fellows believe there are unappreciated gods of the sea beyond those worshipped in London, beyond Gabriel and his worm brood. Moreover, we want to find them ourselves and offer them their due worship. To call them forth, then, I merely must go to places where I can practice the rituals of the elements, geomancy, pyromancy, hydromancy, and aeromancy. Adita or Mecane? Mecane is like the broken god from SCP. Okay, now I have some new objectives. Rituals of the four elements. Increase my hearts. Then I'll actually recruit myself a new officer, the Pale Widow. Are we still in port? Hurry up, show me the guns. Yep, you're gonna be my gunnery officer. You have anything you want to say to me? Yeah, I'm going to dine with you as well. I already hunted a bound shark just a moments ago. I need that one for the heart. She eats but makes it clear that she is aggressively uninterested in doing so. I'm on the Z for one reason, she says with what sounds like a restrained snarl. To hunt sharks. That's not going to happen. I may as well leave this ship right now. Would hunting a shark improve her mood? Only one way to find out. Okay, well, I guess I have another objective now. And I think I will now return to London. Man, I really need to piss again soon. But, I think I'll park myself in London. Are you, friend? I'm really not in the mood to fight, be disturbed right now. A fucking poaching vessel. You know what? I'm just gonna, because you troubled my day. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Utopia? It's like an island of cats or something? Yeah, nowhere to run now, bitch. I've got the upper hand. Oh shit, they're actually firing back. Wait, I need to actually get into my optimal range. Maybe. I don't know. Oh shit. Motherfucker. Oh god. Oh, can I butcher the crew for like soup or some shit? I'll investigate the hold. Open. I have a live specimen. Stout crate. I've gained fuel. That's welcome, I suppose. All clear. Wait. Didn't my book want some of this stuff? Let's go! Good choice, she grunts. Had my pick of all the hearts in there. Threw out the rest of the beast. Weren't any good eating on it. Okay, well my food is running low, so might as well go back to London. Making that turn west after the Theater of Tyrants was certainly... I think it was the right choice. Sorry about the coughing. Alright, I'm gonna dock myself a port, and then I'm gonna take a quick piss break. And then we will sort out the aftermath of our first voyage out of London. Alright, coming back in just a moment. See you. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we now already have some business going on. This particular branch of the Ministry of Public Decency aims to ensure that only the just and the true are welcomed at London's docks. Today, they have selected you for an inspection. Don't cheek them. I have nothing to hide, I think. So go with this. They roam your deck like wolves. They tear through your belongings like termites. At last they leave. Let's collect messages from the harbor master. It's changed into need. Someone would sign out. That's all for now. You have one of this another day. Buzz in the stock market. Rose market bustles and rosers. Who will be here today? Oh, let's wander a darkened street. You know what? I'm not interested. Perhaps not. But there's one thing I really did want to buy. Which was... Can I buy some of the wine? Yes. And I think I want to speak with you. I want to drink with you. Ah, no thanks, but I'm in recovery. I'm afraid. 10 years sober. After a lifetime when I went like 7 years for once without drinking alcohol, so I can understand. After a lifetime of upstanding service, it was quite an oddity, you know. I imagine most drunkards are born earlier than their 40s, but living wifeless in the Ozao lands required a little nightcap here and there. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and often in between. Where did he stay if he hated the post? Queen and country, fool that I am. He smiles with fatigue, but also pride. As a young 40-year-old, I thought an Ozao post would enable faster promotion. But when they told me they needed me there more than anywhere else, who was I to refuse Her Majesty? If I don't present a cool face to manage Ozao relations, we could get into another war, with thousands of decent London men, women, and children on my conscience. Won't have that, no. Been leading the Ozao Foreign Services ever since. First real time off only started when I decided to step aboard your ship. Sounds like he needs a vacation. Where's the Paradise of Thorns? Haven't seen that. Sounds like he needs a vacation. What's that? He asks. Lands above. After a long, puzzled pause, you believe the weary ambassador is being genuine. So he's my first officer. Maybe I should get another one, just in case. It draws your gaze into its ocular... Wait, what is this? It's simply a skull in the display window of a shop for antiques and curios. Something draws your gaze into its ocular cavities. A pleasure child. Almost sure you hear it say. Okay, I have a yaw now. Which one would I rather have as my first officer? I'll keep you as a backup in case I need to leave the weary ambassador somewhere. I want to hold on to this Invictus token. Because I technically got the achievement for it, but just to maintain the spirit. Let's see what's going on here. I have no idea. What is extraordinary implication? Unread log. Is this like unfinished content for the mod? I don't know, honestly. I'm gonna still keep trying to explore things. Oh wait, didn't I want to go speak to the Admiralty? Let's turn in my portrait. I have a bunch. Dear God, you were cleared by a doctor before leaving, weren't you? I got some more echoes. Ah, the path to this. What's the state of the mine? Kind of shit, honestly. Arms of the machine. Marvel's engine, soon to be our most reliable trading partner, you know. What does it have demand for? Ah, okay. And then frightening things. To get more fuel, sunshade readout. Conclusions cannot possibly be correct yet. They're so well documented. Tales of the last expedition to dig there wasn't pretty. Still no progress? This affair is turning into a royal embarrassment. Is to keep an eye on them. Wouldn't do for the kings to change things around without our notice. Hirai Komainu. Nice to see them functioning to the Azaos in a second. It's supposed to be some kind of defensive structure, but I still don't understand how it's supposed to function. Races, was it? Who won this time? I've got one fuel and some strategic information. Pass on the strategic information. To the port, and we'll be interested in the port report. Visit places of particular interest, and we'll be interested in the strategic information you gain thereby. We will pay you well, don't worry. We understand you can't be expected to act entirely for the love of the Empire. What's left of it. Wait, can't I use the Admiralty shipyards to repair my ship? What am I? Oh, I need to go back to Kirai Komainu. Okay, we're doing another trip to the Far East. So can I... How much does it cost? Alright, got my hull repaired for pretty cheap. Nah, but what I really need to buy is some supplies. Pick that up to 40. That should be good. And where do I go and actually I need to recap my journal. I'm going to perform those 4 rituals. Crying Heights or Trojan's Rook. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. What do you think? Why would you think I know what I'm doing? End Paran. I mean, I don't know where End Paran is. I don't think I've seen that place. Let me look at the map again. So... I'm kind of curious about exploring the northern route this time. I think I'll do a bit of a... Or do I want to do like a detour from there to Kirai Komainu, or would I be better off just... You know what, I think I'm best off doing my prior route, but kind of in reverse. Because I want to perform those rituals. I think I'll first take towards the old Magnanary for that. Wait, what's my terror at? Shouldn't I be able to go to my lodgings and read the morning papers first? I've lost some terror. I'm not selling my shit, no. Oh boy. It was a bit expensive for just 15 terror reduced. So... Okay, so let me just do a quick recap. So I think my first destination is going to be the old Magnanary. I know where Stargon's remains are. I think the old Magnanary is still going to be my first destination here. Come on, don't be a dumbass. Don't just ram me or ship into mine. Then I think I will speak to the solo operator. I'm getting more favors from the Lightship network, which is probably going to be helpful at some point. I don't know how or when. At some point it will probably be of use to me. So I'll first make a pit stop at Lennox Retreat and get a port report. And the old Magnanary is... I need to find a place to dock there. Oh shit. Turn off the lights. I don't want to fight those guys. I think those are out beyond my league. Okay, quickly make a port report. Thought I was about to sneeze there. Oops, sorry, accidentally hit the microphone. Oh, there's a lighthouse there. Oh, it just ran right into that guy. Cancel Kisamoto. Human factory. Yeah, that doesn't look very nice. I'm not gonna go there right now anyway. So now I'm back at the old Magnanary, but where the hell do I dock go? Oh shit. Oh, I don't like those lights. Are those the ships? Phase, you are known to the Fae. No more than 3. Okay, gain some supplies. I don't like those sounds. Delicate docks. This where I dock for the Belissaray dock. Is this where I dock for the old Magnanary? Oh yeah, marvels of non-Euclidean architecture. Disc spirals, trunks, and balls webbed densely together from the waves to halfway up towards the neat ceiling. Minarets from spinnerets and all varieties of sticky, silken shapes. Outside the main structures, less densely, spider webs connect in mist-like shapes and clouds, forming omnidirectional ladders to anywhere on the main structures. Spigots of silk stream from tens of thousands of scattered spiders, adding an ending to the growing, webbed city. Rurally, further toward the ceiling of the neath, a network of smaller, vertical villages hangs perpendicular to your own ship and quarters. We approach the port. Spiders, each the span of a few human feet, scamper all directions, including upside down above you, as you dock in the chelicerae pincer-shaped docks of the old Magnanary. In whatever era it was a Magnanary, a silk farm run by humans, it is no such small endeavor now, and not ruled by humans either. The reaction depends on the viewer's prejudices. To some of your crew, the tons of silk look rather like white countries, alien but understandable. Even beautiful in their own way. Spun out of fantasy more than any silk-stuffed abdomen. Meanwhile, other crew members beg you leave to remain in their quarters during your stay here, citing promises they made to family and loved ones when they left London. The old Magnanary strand of fate. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. Let's see. The abandoned docks are merely a suggestion of what once was. Anything worth seeing is further inland. Though you cannot skitter vertically as your hosts do, tunnels have been cleared through the lower levels for comparatively large visitors such as yourself. The woven strands spring underfoot, but do not break. Compile a port report. You focus your report on a militaristic assessment of threats and opportunities as requested, but the exercise and your report's authorial voice feels purely intellectual. You cannot bring yourself to think with realistic imagination about antagonism with this enemy. To do so would cannibalize parts of your mind you would prefer to keep innocent. Opportunity. Silken cisterns of Z-water and fish guts form the centerpiece of most clusters and substructures. Such cisterns are constantly elevated and lowered to be cleaned and refilled at the Z surface. Strategically, perhaps these drag lines and whatever organic pulley-like systems that belay them could be cut. Threat. In war, the fish trawling nets that surround the island could be spun in unexpected routes, placed like mines to disarm the English Navy's ships by wrapping them into place. Threat. In melee combat, their soldiers would produce venom internally, have pincers on their jaws, and jump very high. Threat. The report continues several pages without returning to opportunities. Oof. Looks rough. Perhaps it's best that they don't fully understand who they revere. Witness the gregarious occultist's geomancy. They are looking for the Tsuchigumo, a giant spirit spider that wears human clothes. There's a legend that if they do their geomancy correctly, a flying skull will appear and guide them to its den. A school-age troop of clothed spiders scamper by following their spider school teacher. What? No, those are not Tsuchigumos. Those are just song spiders. They're nothing alike. Skull failed to make its scheduled appearance. Okay, 3 more rituals. The snake is sewn into uncountable webs, with sinewy arrows pointing toward one of the far islands. Navigating the song spider's domain isn't the easiest thing. You've got to pay close attention to the signage and stick only to 20-leg-rated bridges. But after a while, the sounds of a complex orchestra drift over the waves, and you are able to peer your head over the lip of a woven stadium to catch a glimpse of what all the fuss is about. Well, it's no wonder the leg-loving spiders venerate the song weaver. It's a millipede maestro, no less, scuttling to and fro as it leads an insect band through rehearsals. The sound is like nothing heard in London. What do I need to do this? Old Magnanary, and you have one... I need 1 swarm spice. Can I buy it? No, but I can only sell it. Silks are we. Inquire as to why some spiders are missing legs. Some are 4-legged, others have 6, others have 8. When the spiders see you, they squeal with slightly differential excitement and call you a term that roughly translates to 20 legs. Is that like the total of like toes and fingers? In the Old Magnanary, class is shown by how many legs one has. Though all spider species here are born with 8 legs, legs are clipped at birth depending on which of the 3 social classes a spider is born into, determining whether they will be 4 or 6-legged or remain intact with their full 8. For this reason, particularly amongst the lower classes, spiders become excited when they see creatures with even more legs than their own aristocrats. Luckily, they are small enough that they consider all your fingers and toes to be legs, rather than thinking you a bipedal lumpenpro. Okay, that's kind of funny. What's my next stop? I think I should be hitting the Stargon's remains next. Which means I'm probably gonna do a stop over at Seaglass first. And if I'm lucky, I might be able to hunt down a bound shark, because previously I encountered one of those around here. Oh yeah, the hunt is on. Ran out of stamina, did ya? Fuck. Keep dodging his attacks and firing the guns when they are fully charged, because that's when we have maximum accuracy. Fuck. Never mind, I avoided damage. And now it's for the bounty for my officer. Will this satisfy her? He examines the shark's eyes and then turns away. Wrong shark. With that, she stalks away across the deck. You quickly catch up to her, and she faces you with a scowl. The shark I'm looking for has one eye, she says. I blinded the other one while it devoured my husband. It got away before I could finish it off, but so long as old One Eye lives, I will never stop hunting it. While you distracted, the two-eyed shark slips away into the depths. The widow spares no glance after it. Hunt sharks and investigate ports near sharks until you have found old One Eye. Oh boy. I think that one's gonna be tougher than the regular found shark. So maybe I should make a... Hey, where's the port again? I've lost my sense of... Yeah, I got kind of pushed away from the port during that battle. Maybe someone here in Sea Glass knows something. Almost impossible challenge. Going to learn more about her? Or compile a port report. 100 men and women staring into corals. Did I take this report to the Admiralty before? Witnessing primordial truths as ordinary as the next. Something they see will be of use to the Admiralty. Approach an old man. Reminds. At the blank-eyed townsfolk. The corals here are akin to a window, through which we can see into the heavens, the cosmologist says, with all the wonder an old man can muster without provoking sarcasm. Some see things that they wish they hadn't. About your own state. The cosmologist explains his position in absurd technical detail, to the point where scientific and occult terminology could easily become one and the same. Thankfully, your confusion is noted, and he slows himself. In essence, I remind myself of my reality. I know what's out there, but I also remember what binds me here. That reminder keeps my mind at its most centered. His explanation still doesn't make sense. At least it's presented with phrasing you can digest. Can I get a view of the heavens? The man doesn't seem thrilled, but he directs you towards the labyrinthine surface reefs beyond the veneer of civilization presented by the port. I can peer into another world. You grease your shirt sleeve against the mist like clearing the fog from a mirror to see your reflection, but it is not your reflection that you see. The myriad lights among the spinning black beyond the glass reminds you of the ceiling of beneath, with 1,000 glowing orbs and specks drifting in and out of your vision. Slowly, as if a curtain was pulled back to let in the morning light, the darkness shifts away. What was thought to be a void reveals itself to be a giant orb, slowly drifting out of view to display a colossus of color and clouds. Your reverie is interrupted with the sharp suddenness of a blow to the head. You no longer recognize your surroundings. The sweet taste of honey lingers on your lips. Someone ought to have warned you. It's another figure in turquoise who speaks. It's easy to get drawn into the images out there. That's why we always carry this. They tap a yellow jar. Prisoner's honey pulls you toward dreams. The sea glass fields pull you somewhere else. It's not a perfect solution. They're not diametrically opposed, but a spoonful helps keep you from getting dragged off. Where have you been brought? You're on another part of sea glass. Here, the curvature of the translucent formations prevent sight into other worlds. This is a safe place. A few cozy campfires illuminate friendly turquoise figures, sharing tales of their incredible visions. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my bottle of juice. Approach the cheery vicar. Titanous bald man with a craggy face offers you a little bag of sweets and a seat next to him by a small blaze. Hello, my child. Do you want a lolly? That isn't very... It sounds a little foreboding. He exudes the low-rent charisma of a local butcher or barman and welcomes you to his company with a hefty pat on the back. Maybe staring at those fucking crystals all day. Always nice to take a break and have a bit of a chin wag in it. I need 3 otherworldly visions. The sea glass fields. So okay, I need that. I need some honey. Return to the docks. Or the sea glass fields. No, I cannot do that. What about the old man? Does he have anything new to say? Strange persons in turquoise. No good can come to those lunatics, he spits. If you ask me, we should just throw them a lot in a deep dark hole. Better off that way. Are there any shops here? I'm not sure if I want to buy anything from here. Because stuff tends to be more expensive outside London, apart from like specific goods in specific locations. And what was that? Stargon's remains are gonna be my next stop. Trying to hunt more sharks. But whenever I come across a bound shark, I will try my best to kill it. Dead gods lie here, locked in battle still. We enter Ozal territory. Right, let's dock here in Port Azar. I'm interested in the giant war beast that Ozal mourn as their lost god. The occultist claims their hydromancy spell will summon the Sarian. They state with amazement that the Sarian is at least half the size of Zdargon. The intonation suggests that this is more impressive than if it was larger than Zdargon. It apparently feeds exclusively on the elusive midnight whales, whose existence you also doubt, eating 7 for a single meal. Local folklore suggests the Syrian disguises itself as a silverfish, no bigger than a river trout when humans and fishermen find it. If it can catch the Syrian in its small silverfish form, once aboard it will change back into a monster and try to eat us. It is related as though it would be the most positive of developments. Inside the body, we will learn secrets unknown to man. It would stop this suicidal summoning, however, even after all you have seen, you feel dubious about so shameless a shattering of Lavoisier's law of conservation of mass, going from fish to leviathan size and back so unscrupulously. After several hours and attempts, silverfish does appear in your catch, and you start to be concerned. Upon frying it, it tastes the same as any other Z-fish. It was supposed to turn into its giant whale-eating form by now. Uses the occultist. I hope we have not killed it. Yeah, this guy feels like a hack. Wait, what were the other ones? Okay, I can do one at the Crying Heights. I have no idea where either Adita or McCain is. So, okay, so Kirai oh wait, no. Wait, port report. Always take the port report. Oh, also this. Follow the Shadowed Servant. He's up to something. Find out what. You follow him a long while. Here it is easier to see him as he stands out against the black slime shine of the Ozao. Though in his dark suit jacket and cap today, he does not stand out as much as you may have hoped. You tail him deep into the Ozao residential areas atop Zdargon's shell, then back out to the area by your ship in a loop. Finally, Feeling you are being toyed with, you run up and tackle the shadowed servant from behind. Discover you have tackled the diminutive Ozao, dressed in the shadowed servant's usual garb. Apologize. You apologize profusely to the Ozao. It seems to find you less respectable and your apologies less effective the more apologies you provide. Perhaps, luckily, before anything can escalate, the Zargon, the giant turtle, the dead god of the Ozao, the great war beast on whom the Ozao came from the eastern lands and on whom you now stand, wakes. The Zargon roars, drowning out the Ozao's persistent, bellicose background brouhaha, which hushes into oblivion. Across the shell, perhaps all across the Z, Ozao inhumanly salutes towards Zargon's sniffing beak and mobile eyes. They join into a collective battle cry. Then Zargon's eyes go glassy once more, its beak motionless, its aliveness plucked. Some last insult to remind us of our loss. Gabriel is the only one who might be able to do this. We knew Gabriel could not truly be gone. The Ozao you tackled has weightier, more emotional concerns than you now, as do all of its relatives. It does not even remember to seek retribution against you, lost in thought as you sneak away. Gain terror. Okay, I'm one fragment of truth. I'll compile a port report. Yeah, so anything here I actually want to buy? I don't think so. Okay, Kirai Komainu will be... I don't think I can even get a port report from that other place. Turn off the lights. Get to be stealthy. Nothing to see here. It was like, they're like corpses of massive turtles. I guess that's what it said. You know what, maybe I will fight your ass. I think that one is as an aft weapon, so I do have a bit of an advantage in staying behind it. Ow, 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 okay. Do not ram. Oh, fuck. That was very poor maneuvering on my part. Oh, I hit him, but he didn't hit me. I'll take that trade. It was not a trade, but you know what I mean. Fuck. Okay. Done. Loot and scuttle her. I have 2 prisoners. Nice. Hey, wasn't there a place where they wanted me to give offerings? It was either here or at the other place, so I might sacrifice these prisoners. Compile a port report. Fail in between. Don't have Silver's attention anymore. Ah, yeah. I'll seek strategic information. And now I will offer you these prisoners. The exchange is made swiftly to the Rotan cultist's satisfaction. More hands means faster work, he says. You will dream well tonight. Curious, you'd like to join us. Quality is now 2. Geolith, I need some foxfire candles and a firkin of red honey. Can't imagine what business he has at the Kirai Komainu. Maybe he has been cursed by gods. Maybe he is a curse. Tail him around the side of the near dog, but when you peer around the corner, there's no sign of him. Did he somehow double back to the docks? The roaring earth. An earthquake seems to take the great statues of Kirai Komainu by surprise. Tremors so fierce, you wonder how the statues will withstand them and remain intact. For a full minute the ground shakes, and the shattering of stone sounds like the twin dogs roaring, but then it abruptly comes to a halt. Your people will need calming and orders. Some of them are talking about crooks, and some myth of a greater earthquake the crooks will instigate. Splitting the Neath in 2. Okay, another fragment of truth. Is there anything more I could do here? Speak of strategic information. I was supposed to take this back to London. But you know what? I'll see what it does here. I've got more dismal dreams, menaces, more fragments. Oh shit, I forgot to do that. I forgot to get a port report from London. And I guess I will depart now. I guess I'll go to the Theater of Tyrants. I still do not feel good at all about that place. What the fuck is that? Oh, I think I know this. This is the wind stuff. It slows down my movement. I don't want to get caught up in that. If this is going to keep blocking my passage, I'm just going to skip the Theater of Tyrants. Yeah, I think I'm better off not visiting the Theater of Tyrants in this round. Because there is this wind and shit that's going to keep pushing me away from it. Did I make a pit stop at the Wrath Ruin? Faces from the past reach up as though clutching for freedom. For another breath. Yeah, those hands and statues and stuff that's reaching. Okay, I don't want to fight that thing. A gassed angler crab. Okay, let me actually look at what my... Let me speak to her. Hesperidian apple. Don't know where I get that. Casket of rubies. Hardy Cellet, collective hearts 5 and a Hardy Cellet, collective hearts no more than 14. I should move away from that wind. Trying to follow the southern coast might be a little trickier this time around. Maybe I'll have to skip the Wrath Ruin, but hopefully I can still get to the Crying Heights. That's where I want to go for the ritual. Oh fuck. Lifeberg. Alright, all is clear. The wax wind is still there. We'll be trailing the southern edge of this fog bank. Oh, hello there. Gonna hunt you down. Oh, I can reverse. Oh fuck, I still took damage. Okay, like it's dead. Scoop up what's left. Strange catch. Oh, there's some place I can dock over here. A promising wind blows, smelling of copper. The way to reality's edge is near. I don't really need to purchase fuel. Hopefully I can get to Crying Heights still. Oh, blue prophets. I want to stay away from them. Vex winds from beyond reality's edge keep it so. So that's what the wax winds are related to that somehow. Alright, so is there anything... Oh, right, here's where I need to do the ritual. First I'm going to draft the court report. And then I witnessed the gregarious occultist's arrowmancy. Sometimes you think the blue prophets are scary, the gregarious occultist begins to sob and will summon Ziz, the lord of the skies above. Sometime later, no great beast has appeared overhead, but a few locals have scattered some echoes at the occultist's feet. Embarrassed, the occultist stops and mumbles something about not having the right vocal range. Okay, one more ritual left. Explore the town. Search warily. I've gained 3 terror and lost 1 crew. That didn't turn out well. Okay. Can't recruit here either, but I'll continue my exploration. What were those 2 places? I have a feeling that Mecane would be somewhere close to where this machine stuff is. I think I have a hunch that I should explore a little more here in the southwest. Adita or McCain? And I'm not sure if Port Carnelian is actually still here. If the modders somehow forgot to change description. And if I'm supposed to be getting the like submarine from somewhere else. The desk machine. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Are we sure it's safe? Is this safe? I think I should be moving away. I'll make another stop here. This feels like a lot of money. Another surgeon. I already have a surgeon, don't I? Yeah, that guy. Compile a port report. The leader of the readout is, it seems, more than one person. A small company in dull gold uniforms and lab coats follows a single figure, a strong-faced man with chiseled features that seem to glow. He opens a shapely mouth to speak when every orifice on his handsome face crackles with a sharp light. It's as if a bronze flare has gone off inside his skull, melting his eyes as the light tries to escape. Missing his eyes, nose, and a fair portion of his mouth, the man collapses. Two workers drag him away, apologizing profusely as a clockwork woman behind him raises her head and takes his place. With the ordained speaker. The Dark Catechizer is not making that clear. Well, unfortunate. In short, simple terms, sometimes the souls gifted by the machine can burn too bright. What you saw was the result, and what caused the founders of the readout to forge our clockwork forms. All dreadful necessity, really. The speaker sips her tea and smiles. It's not all doom and gloom. Don't worry, dear Captain. Just a new life experience, as it were. The old ways and have grown better for it. I'm sure eventually you'll see enough to agree. It's a simple aesthetic demonstration of our new scientific understanding. I am not giving up 10 of my crew. Nothing here that I really want to buy. Let's see if there's something to the west here. I don't want to go near the desk machine again, not without some real good reason to go. I don't think it's a good thing for me to be near that. Oh. Oily secretions, the machine is away. Okay, I'm back to the arms of the machine. Compile port report. Need more trust of the machine. The shop's here. What even is this? It's like one of those colossal fluke cores with a lot of fuel, but I'm not sure if I really want to do that. What the? Whoa, 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 what is this? Captain, I dream of that engine. I dream of the sage in its core screaming. Captain, I dream of joining him. Fine. I'll head to the Infernal Canal once more. Find that engineer guy. Some weird shit's going on with my engine. Wait, is there anything over here? Look at a wall here. Agenti's Arch. Gossain Harbor. Here we are. Almost impossible challenge. I'm not gonna try that. Not that desperate. Return to the... Donate some of my crew. I'll buy some fuel in bulk. I forgot what I would need for the other stuff, but I guess I'll come check that later. Oh, you're a big one. I don't think I want to fight you. Maybe I want to... I want to see what I get from killing you. repair my aft weapon. One more shot should finish it. Alright. What's my reward? Will I harvest the heart? Maybe killing all manner of sea creatures could help me with harvesting hearts. Alright, let's go and head to the races. Winning once again. I'll just watch and enjoy. When I lost 5 terror, that's nice. So, what did you have to offer again? Collected hearts. No more than 14. With 3. Basically just, okay, I need to hunt down a whole bunch of creatures to get their hearts. That's the gist of it. And now I will return to London once again. Home. Okay, so let's first turn in our reports to the Admiralty. Sea glass. Confirmed by the Admiralty Records Office. Lennox Retreat. The Infernal Canal. Old Magnanary. Arms of the Machine. Stargun's Remains and the Crying Heights. Sunshade Redoubt. Hirai Komainu. Ormond. And, okay, anything new? Good way, Neo Kamakura, a good way east of London, okay. I use some of my favors to repair my hull. And now I will go to the shops and buy some supplies. How much do I actually want? I think 40 might be decent. I'm like kind of bleeding out echoes. I think I need to change something about my strategy, but I'm really not sure what. So you have them all. I don't know what that will do. At least I've made my will. My ironclad will. For now I will actually return to the Admiralty and then I will 39. think I want like at least something like 10 more fuel, or like maybe you can bring it up to like 60. Do I need more favors? Let's go. Wait, is this like a whole ambition like unfinished? I'm not sure about it. Anyway, I don't know, maybe I want to call it here. I'm not sure if I'll return to this right away. This was made for like a decent look at this mod. If it's like the ambition itself is unfinished, it was like decent to have a look. I kind of enjoy how they've changed things, but I think I might call it over here. Oh shit! No, I think I need to have it. I need to have it paused so my food doesn't get depleted. But anyway, it was nice to have a look-see over here. I might return to it at some point if I feel like it. I think there's a lot more to explore, but I'm thinking if it's like not even possible for me to complete the ambition, I might need to make some background, do some background research for my if I plan to stream this again in the future. But for now, it's been fun. See you later.